All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Tennessee Titans. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
On 3rd down, that's Lewis. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw is Mariota. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Tennessee first down. That one Mariota to Matthews. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And they'll go on the ground. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down. And Mariota not happy about something before the snap, so he'll call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down. The carry here for the big tight end. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney!
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
To throw, it's Allen, flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On second down, here's Henry. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an
things for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
Detroit!
Now Allen to try again after the pick six. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Detroit! Kill! Watch him now, Barney!
Allen now on first down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now Allen throwing on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jurrell Casey in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a third and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
Now Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's fourth down. Going for it on fourth down. Allen looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Barry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards.
Lucky 56. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Allen on first and 10. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. On first and goal, Washington. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it second and goal. They get it to him running left. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. DeAndre Washington, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders get a score closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Now Dion Lewis to return. Oh, the spin. And now running right through it. Dion Lewis past the 20. Touchdown Titans. Dion Lewis, 98 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On first down, Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Gone! Detroit!
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Detroit! Gone! Mike 5'9".
From the gun, it's Allen. And he's going to go down again.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Now, Barney! All right, now, lucky 56.
Allen going to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Now they're out there again to try once more.
Detroit! Back there to that Philly. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit!
They do go for it. Here's Allen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Now they try the right side here. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Finding some room at midfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. One.
2nd down, Mariota. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Mariota. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half here, Mariota. He'll rifle this one deep. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about team scripting.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Over!
On 2nd down, here's Allen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. First possession in the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the toss, Lewis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Mariota to throw it. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Tahir Whitehead in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack.
A breakaway from Michael Thomas. He's at the 40, 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Michael Thomas taking it in. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will get them one closer. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Lewis very quickly finding his footing in this Titan backfield as his guys come up 1st and 10.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Check 24, check 24.
Right back to him on 1st down. Oh, and Lewis lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Allen following a fumble recovery. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again. Jarrell Casey in there to drop it for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen eluding the pressure right. Thomas has got it, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for fourth down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And that is going to be incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Mariota on first down. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now a toss play to Lewis. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Credit the tackle to Kentavious Street, the product of NC State. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Mariota now. And he hits his man, Matthews. And 21 yards there as they convert on third. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Mariota hands to Henry. Had a nice broken tackle and then brought down right around the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Again to Henry. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
And they'll run it here. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Ready, blue line. One. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. 3.
On third down, that's Lewis. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Dion Lewis, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. And last time they were stopped on fourth down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on fourth down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on fourth versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a fourth down stop.
A breakaway for Michael Thomas. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And give him a gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Detroit!
They go play action here on first down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jayon Brown in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Gone! Detroit!
That's going to be a long day.
Motion.
To throw on second down. Allen. His throw incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Raiders on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17.
Detroit!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. The this quarterback now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Detroit! No. Check. Patriot! Detroit! Gun!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Detroit!
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. One final try here for Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They begin with Henry, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Mariota now on 2nd down. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Now Mariota. He gets it to Matthews, complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Now Allen, throw left side complete. It's Barry. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Raiders get a score closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
3. Keep it rolling.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Titans on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff to Henry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
1. 3. 1.
To throw is Mariota. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Running left, it's Henry. He will push his way down to about the 14. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie up to make the tackle.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
1.
Throwing here, Mariota. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing on first down is Allen, escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jurrell Casey in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, it's Allen. He gets it to Thomas. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Allen, got to have this one. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Mariota here to throw. Buying time to his left. Here comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
First down, and they're going to throw it at him. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Allen, over the middle, complete. That's Barry. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.